The next speaker, Dr. Hanamura, he'll be talking about Mt Fuji, and I actually have worked with a very good friend, Toru Chino from Japan and Alaska, and arranged, without ever meeting Dr. Hanamura, he found you to give this presentation, and you put a lot of homework into finding all the information that I kind of tasked you with for the mountain. But yeah, very special mountain. For those that have been up Mt Fuji, it's I would say it's probably the most climbed mountain on the planet. And when I thought of putting this conference together, and Ellen and I, we thought we got to have representation from Mt Fuji, because that is the busiest place on this planet for sure, for an amazing mountain with a lot of people. So, all right.
Thank you, Roger. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My topic today is environmental management of Mount Fuji and mountains in Japan. So the Mount Fuji, oh, sorry. So Mount Fuji is a World Cultural Heritage registered in 2013, last year. The Mount Fuji is a national symbol of Japan as a sacred place and the source of artistic inspirations. And the sacred places are religious beliefs. As you can see, the 19th century, some people climbed up the Mount Fuji. 1,200 years ago, and after that, the Mount Fuji becomes the center of the ascetic practice in Shugen-do religions. The Mount Fuji became widely known as the sacred mountains by the devout to climb. And they divided into 3 zones: the grassy zones, forest zone, and bound areas. And the climbing and descending Mount Fuji, that means from the world of living to the world of death and back, and through which devout could wash away the sins and purities they had accumulated on this world. So this belief, the spirit of this unique mountain climbing worship remains alive today. Sorry.
Let's have you, Dr. Hanamura. Here, let's have you take this.
Okay. Yeah. And the source of artistic inspirations, as you can see, the lower pictures is the ukiyo-e, Japanese wood block print on the last 19th century. So lots of such pictures and the artistic things painted on the wood blocks like this. And why Mount Fuji cultural heritage instead of natural heritage? At the beginning of the Mount Fuji, they wanted to inscribe the world natural heritage. However, the judgment from the World Natural Heritage Standards, of course the conical shape and volcanic activity is not so unique, but the most crucial point was that Mount Fuji had the source of the serious environmental problems, garbage and human waste. Garbage existed on the trail from the illegal littering by tourists and hikers, and at the foot of Mount Fuji by the illegal dumping of the waste by some business and local residents. The human waste had been left on the trails up the mountains and being discharged directly on the surface of rock from the tallest mountain heights. That was called White River. And even though the World Cultural Heritage, the World Heritage Committee pointed out environmental problems, the committee had requested that Japanese government submit a written report by 2016 about preservation of the state of the site, and also the anticipated increase of visitors in Mount Fuji. And you can see the Mount Fuji is 3,776 meters high, and the officially admitted period climbing is in July and August in the past, but have today, this year extended to the mid-September. Maybe the end of December maybe can be easily climbed. And there are 4 official routes from the summit, and you can see the four lines. And the entrance place is the 2,004 meters, depend on the routes, but they are all the 5th stations, and so 1,400 or 1,000 or 2,300 meters climb, and you can see amazing the large numbers of visitors. As you can see, this is the record counted. The highest was 320,000, and last year 310,000 people. That was counted by the counters situated at the height of the 3,000 meters. So this is a really accurate one, I think. And the lots of people. And here, in 2013, last year, the July 14, the 10,000 almost. So the big numbers, 300,000 visitors a year, only in summer, and around 10,000 visitors a day. Maybe this is the world, the record of the mountain climbers, I think. And the accident, as you can see, this is the number of visitors, and this is the accident. So almost proportional to the visitors. And the major accident occurred during the summer, and the 80% by the data. This is 2013, last year, and this is only the summer. The 80% is like this. And the yellow part, as you can see, the accident ratio, and the accidents have increased as the number of visitors. Accidents in summer were mostly light injured and safely rescued. So the minor accidents. And in Mount Fuji, the accident, this is just in summer, and this is the all seasons. And here the altitude sickness, and also the fell downs in summer, and also the fatigue. But in winter, as you can see, the 4% hypothermia, and the lose weight, and also the slide fallings. And the features of visitors who occurs accident, the most visitors Mount Fuji climbing are newcomers. The Japanese 65%, foreigners 85% visitors were newcomers to Mount Fuji. For most Japanese, Mount Fuji is a mountain longing for to climb once in a life. So not only the mountaineers, but also the general people who like to have interest to climb Mount Fuji, from the younger kids, aged peoples who like to mountains. The foreigners who like to climb highest mountain in Japan when they visit. last year summer, the people who died and injured Mount Fuji are all green home hikers instead of general mountaineers by the data of Shizuoka Prefecture Police. The police concluded the accident in Mount Fuji were all tourist climbers. The police defined tourist climbers as hikers who didn't have sufficient wares, equipment, enough physical strength, knowledge, mental attitude for high mountains and disease. And as you can see, the mountaineers, but you can see those hikers, they try to climb the mountains. So the mountaineers' attitude, we check the weather and prepare sometimes we bivouac for an emergency. They bring the wares, equipment, map, compass, everything like this. But the green home hikers doesn't know much about the altitude sickness and the severe climate changes, the mountains, high mountains. But the mountain has took the initiative of the management for visitors. In the past, actually there was no management in the public side. Only the mountain has took the initiative of management for visitors. Mountain has had provided accommodation and foods for climbers to the summit. By the effort of the huts, most of the visitors can safely be accommodated and climb Mount Fuji. How was the actual management? Like 10 years ago, for instance, as I told, Mountain has had provided the accommodation. However, the accommodation and foods were very poor. The mountain has the minimum accommodations requirements and many places to sleep. Mainly the place to sleep and the food to recover the energy. Visitors had to sleep in a small place, jam-packed. Food was poor compared with the high price of the lodging. Furthermore, two big problems had existed. Those were the disposal of the human waste and the garbage. As you can see, human waste had been discharged directly to the open air hillside. And you can see from the toilet and the amount has, and it comes like this. And this is 2006, the garbage near the mountain peak, and like this. The turning point is the heading for the World Heritage registrations. At the beginning, 1994, some private organizations, they collected the 22 million signatures, and in 1996, the Yamanashi and Shizuoka Prefecture, this is the local government, that's the national government, and second is the prefecture, the state of the culture, and the county, and the last one is the cities. So the second biggest in the governments here, and they had initiated the Mount Fuji clean operations, and those are for the heading for the World Heritage registrations. So since Mount Fuji clean operation 1990, public sectors have been involved. Both Yamanashi and Shizuoka prefectures have few to manage the way to World Heritage. And you can see lots of the history. The basic policy of management of Mount Fuji, there is no admission restrictions and no number limits of visitors in Mount Fuji. This is maintained at this moment. Public sectors, the national and local governments, the Yamanashi and Shizuoka Prefecture, direct management, support, and cooperate the private and local sectors to promote the safety of visitors, mountain trails, maintenance, garbage and human waste cleanups by recognizing the role of the mountain huts This is a really important part. And the Yamanashi and Shizuoka Prefecture have responsibilities to promote visitors to climb safely, manage trail maintenance and the trail patrol, promote patrol and the collection of the illegal dumpings of the garbage, direct mountain huts to change toilet for environmentally friendly ones and subsidize their expenses. And also the local government advised visitors to do safe hiking, and they call it blade climb, that is to climb at night and descend during the daytime is very dangerous. And as trial base for the entrance fee this year, the cooperative funds for the environmental conservation of Mount Fuji has been requested to visitors to pay 1,000 yen, roughly 10 US dollars, by local governments this year. The fund money will be used for the environmental conservation of Mount Fuji. And the private sector's mountain have responsibilities like the accommodation of visitors, mountain huts, and toilets, human waste disposal, garbage disposals, and in and near the huts. And the reservation policy based on the accommodation capacity is recommended for the mountain huts. Reservation of mountain huts is recommended for visitors to do as a must. Between mountain huts and travel agents, tie-up for reservation has been promoted. Visitors are recommended to stay one night in mountain huts or to climb and descend in one day, daytime, for the safe hiking. Volunteers and residents make efforts to clean the mountain, including the foot of the mountain. And you can see this is managed from the Mountain House Initiative. The management activities promoted by each sectors. And this is an offshore site for the Mount Fuji climbing, and some of the cleanups, the ceremonies, and the private sectors, public sectors, the offshore website, and maintain the mountain rangers, patrols, and the illegal dumping, surveillance, promotion of the cleanups, private sectors, the collaboration between the mountain health and travel agents, local sectors, cleanups. And this is also such the efforts, the patrols, the tie-up between the travel agent and the health, and the other. And the environmental policy programs in Mount Fuji is one is the maintaining of mountain trails for the safe walking, keeping good trails for hikers, garbage removal in and out the foot of the mountain, promotion the prevention from littering the garbage, promotion taking garbage back home, prevention of illegal garbage dumping at the foot of the mountain, disposal of human waste, supply toilets with the ecosystem, transportation by excreta sludge, prevention of botanical biodiversity. And here the maintenance of mountain trails. Volcanic rock of Mountain Fuji is relatively weak, as you can see, compared with the hard rocks. And the mountain trails have gradually expired by hikers. But sometimes routes replaced by the new ones, mainly from the safety of reasons. In Mount Fuji, very few flowers are grown on the volcanic rocks by severe climate in higher places. So normally the replacement of the trail is we have to very careful about it, to select, to preserve mountain floras and fauna, but here very small flowers. The main concerns on the top of the trail is not the matter of deterioration of the trails, but the safety of visitors who walk. So since the mountain deterioration occurs by the severe climate change such as avalanches and so forth. And you can see here, this is the garbage near the top of the peaks in 2006, but now almost no garbage on the trails at present. All they have been removed, and also the we said educations of the enhancement just bring the garbage home. And the promotion of the mountaineers' habit to prevent littering garbage and taking garbage back home. The prevention from illegal and littering garbage is commonly understood among Japanese mountaineers. Taking garbage back home activity is also understood among mountaineers in Japan. There is almost no garbage on the trail. However, the garbage can be seen only on roadside in the mountain where drivers store the garbage, such as cigarette butts and the plastic bottles, cans, and so forth. And even tissues used excretion by the mountaineers are also brought home. Yeah, this is not the Mount Fuji, but any other places. So every garbage will be taken to home. This habit was originally influenced by the shame culture of the Japanese mind. Once most people understood that it is shameful to litter garbage in the mountain and spoil the mountain nature, they promote activities of taking garbage home as a natural habit. And now Japanese mountaineers now consider this habit as culture to be proud of instead of shame culture. And you can see this is the garbage map of Mount Fuji. The NPO Fujisan Club investigated the extensive existence of the garbage throughout all the mountains. This is the top of the mountains, this is the foot of the mountains. And you can see this is the legend, the cars, tires, cans, home appliance, furniture, papers, scrap materials, and no others. There are lots of the garbage, and every year people are trying to remove, and they continually doing this. Like this, on the trails, they clean hike like this, and this is the collection of small pieces of garbage, such as medical waste, the glasses, the needles, plastic bags, that's illegal dumpings. And they have to collect the small pieces one by one, and they prepare the ceremony of clean hike. And here the roadside cigarette butts, plastic bags, tissues, cans, pet balls, and so forth. They are mostly thrown by car drivers. And also the illegal dumping, the deep roadside and in the forest, home appliance, tires, and they now gradually garbage is decreasing by the upsurge of the environmental awareness and also the surveillance of the governmental agencies, and the collecting also doing down. The eco-friendly toilets have been introduced. This is very important. The toilets in the mountain lodge in Mount Fuji were previously infamous for the smelly and the white rivers of human waste toilet papers. They had been distributed directly to the mountain service. But now, all of these toilets have been redesigned and renovated as eco-friendly toilets that do not release human waste outside. Mountain environment has significantly improved. And this is in the past. Now ecosystems like this, very beautiful. But cost-wise, there are three types they introduced in Mount Fuji. Bio-toilet using sawdust, recycled water toilet. This is also the kind of bio-toilet, and the incinerator toilet. And this morning the Karen said the black water's treatment, and the same as composting like this. And the history of eco-friendly toilet is in 1998, the Mt Fuji Toilet Research Group was set up. The experiment of the proof of concept of the eco-friendly toilet started. The final report in 2001, and after next year, the renovation installation work of toilet has conducted. And the total renovated and the installed toilet is 24, and the total project cost is roughly $5 million US. The 50% from the national government subsidies, 25 from prefecture, and 12.5 from cities. So the 12.5 from the houses. And the sawdust type of the bio-toilet constructed at the top of the Mount Fuji. This is the oyster shell types, the Mount Fuji. And also the volume reduced to human waste sludge have to be carried down by some of the means. This type, caterpillar type, carry a bulldozer like this. By the use of the eco-friendly toilets, human waste are decomposed, and the weight of the volumes are dramatically reduced. However, the sludge or the decomposed liquid have to be carried down from the mountain house to the foot of the mountains. So they are doing like this. And also the preservation of the botanical biodiversity, and they are investigating lots of the endangered species in this way. And also the enhancement of the consciousness of environmental preservations, this Fujisan Network PRs, and also the explanations, gathering information, PRs by Mount Fuji Eco Ranger, distribution of the manner guide books for visitors written in many languages, like this. The environment issue mountains in general in Japan, almost same. The garbage, the mountain trail, and the cleanup effort. Though the garbage is very difficult to find still, but sometimes some insolvent people litter garbage, so we have to continue collecting the garbage. Human waste management, two systems, each extreme edge is being gradually expanding in Japan. One is a portable toilet, and the other is the eco-friendly toilet. And the protection of alpine flora and fauna and animals, protection of endangered species and flora and animals, we have to be taken care. And the garbage and the mountain trails, we have been doing the same cleanup efforts. And we are JWAF, every year doing this kind of clean hike. And at the beginning of the first Sunday of the June, the 40 years experience. And the human waste management, portable toilet, eco-friendly toilet, the portable toilet and the eco-friendly toilet, and the portable toilet booth is also necessary. So this kind of effort is done in Japan all over. And the far end, the human waste being carried down by the volunteers to the foot of the mountains, collected into the bottles and 2 liters, and they packed in the rucksack and they brought down to the foot of the mountains. The ideal toilet, this is my personal opinion to the future mountain hut. The separation between the urine and the excreta will be used, and also that will be used in the future soil conditioners and fertilizer by using biotoilet systems. But we have to solve these problems. Heating for the bacterial activations, so the heating system is necessary. So it is sometimes the cost and very costly, but we need incineration is a good way, but it is very costly. It is necessary for bacteria to warm up and activate containers. Continuous heating system is necessary, either oil heater or electric heaters. Transportation means some of the extruded sludge or the liquid have to be transported to the foot of the mountains, either by pipeline, helicopter, kind of bulldozers, to the foot of the mountains, and also the maintenance is necessary. So some people have to take care, or some have to go to the mountain huts whenever it is necessary. So heating and the transportation and the maintenance, this is very important. And the protection of alpine flora, they are also doing in Japan's many places. And we have a problem with feeding damaged by deers. They eat the peels of the lower place, the trees like this, and finally this kind of the bad. And here you can see no trees around top of the mountain by the deer. Because of the climate changes, deer comes very high. In the past, only the highest point was 2,000 meters, but now to the 3,000 meters, the deers climb up because it's becoming warmer. The future management of the Mt Fuji and visitors, the safety of visitors to climb Mt Fuji is the main concern. PPL, public, private, and local sectors will cooperate to welcome visitors to climb Mt Fuji. PPL will keep the basic policy, no admission restriction and no number limit of visitors in Mt Fuji. PPL will collaborate to preserve good environment in Mt Fuji. And mountain toilets are crucial for keeping the human waste management. And mountain trails will be kept clean by the policy of taking garbage home. Garbage cleanups activities by volunteers and residents and governmental garbage surveillance will continue. And the decreasing quantities of garbage will be continually pursued, not only in the mountain, but also at the foot of the mountains. Okay, thank you very much.
We'll take some questions, and I'll help him with those here. So we got one back here, Doug.
So you said there's no limits on people on the mountain, but don't the huts serve as kind of a de facto limit because you have to make a reservation in the huts and there's only so many beds?
Well, actually, the reservation is recommended, and so if you cannot reserve, you cannot enter into the hut, and some of the huts closed. Or we don't want to have the non-reserved person. But of course, in an emergency, is different.
But so has anyone counted the number of beds in all of the huts taken together? Doesn't that act as a kind of limit or not really?
No, no. Every hut has their own capacity, and they are counted by themselves. Yes.
What have you found is the best way to educate newcomers from the general population about some of the ethics about keeping the mountain clean?
Well, we think just a PR by the website or something. But gradually, Mount Fuji is difficult places sometimes. If the weather was very bad and very windy and very cold, and sometimes the accident happens. So the people are very much interested in now because of the World Heritage, and the people are very looking for the Mount Fuji and the peoples. So gradually they understand, gradually.
The lack of no limits and no fee on, is that a cultural thing?
Cultural thing.
Yeah, it is for the
Yeah.
religion to not charge.
Yeah, some of the shrines, the places limits their own policies, but for the climbing the Mount Fuji, there is no limit. But actually the limit is the capacity of the mountain house for the accommodations.
On a similar note, to go to the Gangochu, the source of the Ganga River, they made a fee on it and they limited access probably within the last 5 years. So only the people with more money could go up to the base, and it changed the dynamic.
So no, the other told the 1,000 yen, not the entrance fee, but the voluntary contribution like this. If you don't want to pay the money, you can climb. But almost every climbers and the tourists pay the money. Yes.
Did you say there was 10,000 people a day that try to summit?
Yes, maximum.
Are we talking like one trail or a couple of trails? Four routes?
Others told the 4 routes. So the maximum number of the one trail is 5,000. The Yamanashi side, because they're very popular places, lots of people. So jump packed during the climb. Unbelievable. Yes, please.
You had some slides of a portable toilet system. Was it kind of a bag that everybody gets and then it's deposited into one of the sheds, or what type of system is that?
Yeah, I think it's same as the bag types. Now that is in the market, retail you can.
So, and you said that a shed needed to go with the portable toilet system.
Yeah.
Is that for depositing, or is that just for privacy, or?
Privacy.
Okay.
Yes.
We had one more question here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for the talk. Does Mount Fuji now, does it have World Heritage status? Is it now World Heritage?
Yes, World Cultural Heritage.
It has World Cultural Heritage.
Yes.
Thank you.
Last year.
Last year.
All right. Thank
Okay,
you very much.
Thank you very much.
Well, that was very fascinating. I was fortunate to go up the mountain when it was clean. I went up in 07, and I was expecting to see kind of the white water or the white waste or whatever. And I went up to inspect the mountain and climbed it in October. Practically was the only person up on the mountain on a beautiful day. Didn't see the crowds, and I saw not a speck of garbage, not a single tissue. I mean, I was just so impressed on that day trip up and down the mountain. And I got on top, and there were 7 of us that summited that day from 4 different trails. And when I see these pictures of, the trails are about 4 about 4 feet wide, a little wider than a meter, maybe 2 meters wide, and many steps are built in. It is a staircase to the top, and but it is, if you ever get over there, it is an amazing experience to go to this most climbed mountain on the planet. Maybe not when there's literally 4 wide, but it could be an experience that way too. But thank you very much. That's very inspiring to see a mountain that went from being pretty dirty, maybe the dirtiest mountain considering the numbers of people, to, I would say, one of the cleanest mountains now. And it's just dealing with those people in vehicles that drive up, and as we all know, cars are a great way to take garbage out from your house and dump it someplace. So, but thank you very much. Got a little note here. We'll take a 10, but before we take the 10, Pam says here we've got crunchy carrots and nuts out there and a coffee made, so to keep you awake for the next couple hours. So anyway, we'll take the little 10-minute break. Thanks.